Hello, hi Hamza.
Hello, Jeremy. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay. Good to see you
Same here. Good to see you
again.
too.
Yeah, um you look so handsome today.
Oh, thanks.
It's the same
I
usual, actually.
Oh, right. Great. Well, you look pretty good too. How was your
Thank you.
24-hour day of work?
It was the last shift for me at the hospital because um, when I'll start at the new hospital, I will not work for 24 hours. Most I will work for 16 hours in there. That's why it was last, and I didn't sleep in shift, right? In shift
Mhm.
hours for 24 hours actually, and I feel chilled out today.
Yeah. So that was your last day at the hospital.
Almost, but I have one shift more. I have one more shift, but I will work for 16 hours, and I will have finished work in there.
Okay. And then you plan on going back to your old hospital?
Yeah, my my friends, my friends are waiting me. That's actually, as you know, hospital. How could I describe it? My old hospital or my previous hospital?
Yeah, you could say my old hospital or previous
Yeah,
hospital.
yeah. My friends are waiting at my previous hospital, and I'll visit them after the conversation. Um, that's that's the reason, because I love them. I like them because I have a lot of friends in there. There, I have 46 colleagues
Wow.
at the hospital.
46. Are
Yeah,
they all nurses or also
they are all not.
doctors?
No, except that doctors and staffs. It's
Hmm.
only I just have 46 friends, colleagues,
Hmm.
nurse colleagues,
Right.
and doctors, other staffs. I have a lot of friends,
Hmm.
and I feel a lot of lucky because they they are precious for me, and they how to say this? They are value for me actually.
They're valuable.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am
Right.
valuable for them.
Hmm. Yeah, you could say, I feel lucky to have so many friends, or I feel fortunate to have so many friends.
Mhm. Then, could I
Yeah.
repeat the sentence?
Yeah. There's those two sentences in the chat
Thank
box.
you. I feel lucky to have so many friends. I feel fortunate to have so many friends.
Yeah. That means the
Yeah.
same thing. Great.
Yeah.
So
How is
it's
everything for you? How is everything going with you?
um
Is there anything
every
else?
everything's going good. My father-in-law has been coming to the new house, and he's been
Oh.
fixing different things that, he's done a lot of painting.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I would
it's
like to
been
see
nice
them.
to have him with us.
Yeah. So you have a guest at
Yeah, well, he
your
doesn't
home?
sleep here, but he comes every day, most days. He hasn't come today, but he was here yesterday fixing the lock on our front
Does
door.
he have a, does he have a house near? to you,
He
near you?
does. Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
So my parents-in-law, they live about 20 minutes away.
No, very close.
Hmm.
A little bit. Very close by bus, by car.
Yeah, by car it's 20 minutes. By bus it would probably be like 40 minutes or
Approximately.
yeah,
Very
approximately 40
nice.
minutes. Yeah.
Very nice. Some people talented. Some people are talented about this kind of stuffs, right? These kind of things, like
Yeah.
fixing something
Yeah.
and um, how could say this? Maybe, yeah, this kind of thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some people, some people have a talent for fixing things. My father-in-law is a engineer, and so he
Wow.
loves working on cars, and anything that's broken, he wants to fix it, and he usually
Very,
can.
very important. Actually, even if I am not an engineer, I should know this kind of things to when I have a trouble with some things at the hospital, right? For example, pop-up. I think pop-up.
Hmm.
When I have a problem, for example, there's a leak on the pop-up, right? Pop-up or
I'm not sure what
bottom of
pop-up
sink.
is.
Bottom of sink. There's
Oh, a
um,
tube?
a tube. How could I say this? How could you say
Oh
in
yeah.
English?
Let's see.
It's like pop. It's just like pop. I don't know.
Well, at the hospital there are bags of
Mm-hmm.
liquid and they have
Uh-huh.
tubes.
Yeah, I
So,
mean tube.
so maybe you could say when I connect the tube to the bag,
Mm-hmm.
um, I could fix
Like
the leak.
drain pipe.
Drain pipe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
drain pipe. Well, a
Yeah.
drain pipe is usually for plumbing.
Huh.
Like it goes under your sink. That would be
Mm-hmm.
a drain pipe.
But okay,
But this would be a
more
lot
bottom.
smaller. A drain tube. I think it would be a drain tube, maybe.
Yeah, you can fix them, right? Even if you don't an engineer, but someone, anybody uh, should know this kind of stuff to when they have a trouble with this kind of things. That's why very important. We also should know. We also should know this.
Right.
Them.
There's another word when you have problems on your computer and you're able to fix it. They call
Mhm.
that troubleshooting.
Troubleshooting.
Troubleshooting. Trouble. Trouble.
Really.
Shooting. Troubleshooting. That means fixing little problems like on a computer. Like if the sound doesn't
Tube, tube.
work or
Yeah.
the video stops working,
Mhm.
if you're able to fix it, then you're good at troubleshooting or to figure out why something's not working like it should.
Computer. So I can say, then I can say, instead of computer fixer, I can say troubleshooting, for example.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm good
Trouble.
at
I think it's
troubleshooting
like
problems.
it comes from, for example, to.
Yeah, the word
Shoot.
shooting is like, yeah,
You're
for
shooting.
archery, when you're shooting arrows at the target.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, shooting. So it's like you're shooting trouble and knocking it down.
Have you ever used architecture? Not architecture, I'm sorry. Used
Archery.
archery before.
Yes. Well, just a little a toy bow and
Uh-huh.
arrow. My dad showed us how to use it and shoot at boxes. Shoot the arrow
Wow.
at a box and it goes in an empty box.
Did you review my YouTube channel yesterday?
I did, and I showed my wife, and
I'm sorry?
I
Your
showed
wife.
I showed my wife. I said, "This is my student, and this is me teaching my student."
What did she told you about me?
Um, you know, I don't know because I was laughing too much. We have a funny video together. At least I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's right, because I am reading recommended about videos. Many people saying same things to us about us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the teacher is very funny, and if I register on Cambly, I want to talk with this tutor. Many people saying that.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes,
Yeah, it looks like you have a lot of followers. You have over 1,000 followers on YouTube.
yeah, but I I don't have a lot of views, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, so um, what would you like to practice today? Did you pick out phrasal
Mhm.
verbs or anything like that?
Yeah, let me share it with you. By the way, if you don't mind, do you have a I don't know. I'm not sure if I asked you. Do you have a Instagram account?
No, I don't actually have Instagram. My wife does. We have a lot of family pictures on Instagram, but it's her account. I don't really use Instagram. Do you
Okay,
use Instagram?
yes, I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I just I just wanted to ask you
Oh,
to.
okay.
It's not anyway. For example, if I 3 years later, for example, I hypothetically I learned English, and if I wonder you, how my friend is doing,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can check your life.
Right. Yeah. That would be a good idea. Yeah,
Of course.
because I would be curious about you, like where are you
Hmm.
living now 3 years later or
Yeah,
because you
if
told
you wonder me, you
yeah.
can type on Instagram to me
Yeah. Okay.
whenever
So
you want.
right. Are there lots of Hamzas in Turkey?
If you write my name
Yeah, I
on
see you have.
search,
Okay. Is Hamza a popular name?
um, not popular, but uh, actually popular,
Mm-hmm.
but my surname is not popular.
Your surname.
You
Yeah.
can find my account from my surname.
Okay. Yeah, I see
Let
your
me share it
surname
with you.
on Cambly. It says it in the
Yes,
corner. Okay. Well, I'll share my screen so we can be looking at the same page.
of course.
Remember, that's one of our phrasal verbs, to be on the same page.
Okay.
Okay, here it comes. Uh, there we go. So look back, add up, drop
Mm-hmm.
in, get out of, and put down. Those are the 5 phrasal verbs we'll talk about.
Okay. Let me open. Okay. Let me see my. Okay.
Would you like to read them?
Okay. I would like to read them. Look back means to think about the past, right?
Right?
Um, or imagine the past.
Yes, imagine the past. That's what it means.
Uh, and there's an example bottom of the description of
Hmm.
this phrasal verb. It means the example is now when I look back, I see what we did wrong. What a good sentence. Many people saying same things actually about when they think past.
Right. And
When they think about
actually,
past.
right. When you think about the future, you have to imagine. When you think about the past, or when you look back at the past, you're more thinking because the memories are in your mind. It already happened. So imagine is for the future. Think is for the past.
Yeah, you can. What?
So thinking.
You can design your future whenever you want, but you cannot design your past because it's, as you said, it's already happened in the
Yeah,
past.
it's already happened. Right.
You can think over it.
Right. Yeah. Very good. So you understand the word look back.
Of course.
Good. How about add up?
There are two meanings about add up, as I know. The add up is, for example, you are I am working at the hospital right now, hypothetically, and I have a friend of mine, I have a colleague of mine, and I can say to him or say to them, you are my add up. No, I mix them. You are my backup. It's different.
Backup. Yeah, backup is different. Add up.
Okay, add up mean to be reasonable, to make sense.
Yeah.
Actually, I see the meaning of add up, but if you explain me more, I can understand
Okay.
clearly more.
Well, maybe so when things add up, now let's just look at this sentence. His story is very suspicious. Do you understand that? Suspicious?
Yes, suspicious.
Okay.
Suspicious.
The facts don't add up.
Yeah, it is so understand. It's so hard to understand what is the fact.
Okay, I'm going to give you some facts. So let's say I tell you that today I was I spent the whole day at the mall.
Mm-hmm.
And then later you hear me talking about being somewhere else. Or let's see. Sometimes when the police are questioning someone, they might ask questions like, where were you at 3:00? And if the person says, I was at home at 3:00.
How is might be possible? Because you told me that you were at the mall all day.
Yeah, exactly. At the mall all day. So I couldn't be home if I was at the mall. That would mean the facts just don't add up.
Okay, you cannot be
telling the
two
truth.
areas at the same time.
Yeah, you can't be two places at the same time.
You can't be two places at the same time, yes.
Yeah, so if someone is lying, that means that usually they're caught lying because the facts just don't add up.
Okay, could you give me another example?
Okay,
Don't mind it.
Let's see. Well, I'll think of one, and maybe you can read the definition of the next one, the next phrasal verb, okay?
Okay.
So what's the next phrasal verb?
Drop in.
Okay, good.
To visit someone.
Yeah, can you read the definition?
Like it might might be similar like stop by, drop in, stop by.
Yeah, that's a synonym for
we talked about it actually before in the past. So to visit someone often how could you I forget how to correct pronounce it. Often, unexpectedly, I'll drop in on grandma after school. I'll stop by on grandma after school.
Good. Yeah, I'll drop in on grandma after school. So if you're going to drop by or drop in, in would be to go inside the house. If you're just going to drop something off, you can also drop off groceries at grandma's house. So you might say, I'm going to drop off some groceries at grandma's house. But if you go in, if you plan on going inside and talking with grandma, then you can say, I'm going to drop in on grandma. That means visit her and talk with her, not just drop off something she needs.
It's more wide, right?
My dog is out there barking. Can you hear him or her?
Yes, I can hear them.
Okay. Well,
so as you say, large scale. For example, drop in, stop by. Stop by is small scale. I can, for example, when you visit someone,
you can interchange them. You can say, I'm going to stop by grandma's house, or I'm going to drop in on grandma. Yeah, they both work.
Okay. But that works.
So we have two more, or get out of.
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. Let's see. Right, you've heard that one before. I wish I could get out of that meeting.
Or stay out of here. Stay out of here. Both of them are same. Stay out of here, get out of here. I think same.
Let's see. Can you repeat that?
Stay out of here.
Stay out of here?
Or get out of here.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Get out of that meeting. That means like you're going to remove yourself. You're already there, but you want to get out of there. Stay out would be not to return. Like, don't come back. Stay out of here.
Okay. Actually, I said to you wrongly or mistakenly.
Yeah.
But I used this word correctly at the hospital because I said to a patient, I told about her, Vida. Her name was Vida.
Oh, I remember Vida.
Yeah. I told Vida's mother, stay out of here.
Oh, you could have said, get out and stay out. Do you understand that? Get out and stay out. Yeah. Don't return.
Yes, I said to her, stay out because she has the virus. Both of them have the virus.
They both have the virus. They shouldn't be in the hospital.
No. They were in their room.
That's right. Your hospital is the pandemic hospital. So all the patients have the virus.
Of course. And they usually she wanted to go to stay out of the room. They wanted to go out. She wanted to or she persistently wanted to go out of the room, but because of the virus, I didn't allow her because of the virus. That is why.
Okay.
Right.
Well, let's see. I found another sentence.
About dropping? No, about
add up.
Add up.
Okay. In the chat box, I'll put the sentence and I'll let you read it. Okay. Here. Do you want to read that sentence out loud?
Yes, I do. These clues don't really add up to very much. Give us very little information. Little information. Yeah, give us a little information. I think clues. Clues
Yeah.
means.
Add. So that's for add up. Let's see. So yeah, when that's another way to use add up. Here's another one. When you're feeding a family of 6, the bills soon add up. Here it is in the chat box.
I can see the example. When you're feeding a family of 6, the bills soon add up. Okay.
So a lot of bills will be a big amount of money.
Let me try to make a sentence about add up.
Okay.
Or about add up, or for add up.
For add up. Yeah. Make me a sentence for the phrase add up.
Okay. If you continue, if you continue spending more money, if you continue spending a lot of money, your bills will add up, maybe. I don't know.
That's good.
Is that right?
Yeah, like on a credit card. If you keep using your credit card, those charges will add up.
Those charges
like a coffee here, a donut on here. You know, every time you swipe your card, it adds up. So people with credit cards have to be careful.
Yeah, I closed my credit card.
You did, okay.
Yeah. For example, patient's file, right? At the hospital, they are mixed, right? For example, one of patient's files on their behind of their room, behind or front of their room, on the table, on the desk, and their file mix. If you finished, if you complete their, how could you? I need to add up on my brain what I'm saying.
Oh, here, I'm trying to show you a web page that has a phrasal verb, and I lost it. Here, let me play.
Okay.
I think I'm looking at the wrong. I have too many tabs open. Here it is. Here's an example. I could be the teacher, and you can be the girl.
Why
because you're the student. That's the part with add up. Jack has 2 apples and 3 apples. That adds up to 6.
Sorry, sir. Your story just doesn't add up. Not make reasonable.
Yeah, it's not reasonable.
It's not reasonable.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
I think I understand a little bit more. For example, my friend of mine, Khalid, told me a story about their life. But when I think today's life, it's not add up.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, or it doesn't. It is not add up. Is that right?
It doesn't add up.
It doesn't add up.
Yeah. So yeah, when you use "it doesn't add up," that phrase, it also means it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Yes.
Yeah, use both of those. I'll put that in the chat box. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. Okay. All right. So where were we? On put down?
We were on put down.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense. Plus, it doesn't add up. Okay. Okay. Put down to take a note of something, to write something. Okay, I'll put it down. For example, when you say something about in English about something to learn English, and I'll put it down. I'll put them down.
Yeah. I could say I'll put it down in the chat box.
I'll put it down in the chat box.
Yeah.
Or as you say, I'll put them down. My notebook.
Yeah, you can put it down in your notebook. I'm putting down notes in my notebook.
How is my notebook?
It looks like Turkey.
Yeah, I mentioned about you. I mentioned to you about.
Yeah,
this
you sent
tower.
me a picture of that place in
Yeah.
Turkey. It looks really beautiful at night with all the lights.
Yeah, this is the place that if you come to Turkey, I want you to know about this place, about this information about this place.
Hmm.
When you, how to say, when you reach top of this tower, you will get married with her or him.
Oh, is that the same thing like the Eiffel Tower? Do
Yes,
people say that about the Eiffel Tower too?
what they say.
I don't know. I guess that it's a good place to maybe take someone special.
Yeah,
I
this is
no,
a
I don't
rumor
know what
actually.
people say about the Eiffel Tower, but yeah.
It's a faith, I can say, because when you how could you say this? For example, I'll reach there. For example, I'll reach there. How could you say in English?
When I
For
reach
example,
the
step
top,
by step. Yeah,
oh, when I
because
get to the top of the tower.
huh, when you
When you get to the top of the tower?
or I can make a sentence correctly. I'll add up. When to whom you you reach get off the you reach get off the tower. How could say to whom?
Whoever reaches the top of the tower.
No,
Maybe?
with whom? For example,
With
with
whom?
someone.
With
Yeah,
someone. Okay.
yeah. Okay. Or let me check my sentence.
Yeah, maybe you can translate it and then we can get
Mhm.
some ideas. So if you type
Yeah.
it in Turkish, I'll see what it says.
Yeah. To whom you go to the Galata Tower, you would get to whom went to whom you went to the Galata Tower, the tower, you would marry it with him or her. This is a
Okay.
fate.
Right. It's
Let me check my sentence.
okay. Well, let's see. Could you write it in Turkish and then I'll see what it says in English just to get
Okay.
a better idea of what you're saying.
I found it. I'm sorry. Okay. You marry whoever you go to the together.
Okay, so I thought you were going to write it in Turkish, but that's okay. So, yeah, you could say you will marry whoever you go with to the Galata Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you will marry whoever you take to the top of the Galata Tower.
You take. Okay. Actually, I didn't make a sentence correctly because I thought in Turkish. Right?
Okay, yeah, you were translating. Good.
Yeah.
Now, Galata. And so I guess people have to be very careful who they take to the Galata Tower.
Of course. Because very high.
Yeah, it's very
Very
high, but you wouldn't want to go with just any person, right?
Yeah, I took to the Galata Tower.
Have you been to the Galata Tower?
Yeah, I have been to Galata Tower.
Yeah.
But it was I was in there single.
You were single. Okay.
I was single, yes. Okay.
So, all right, let's continue. Where were we? So we finished the phrasal verbs. Put
down.
down.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Put something down
we
on
talked
paper.
about that.
That's how we got talking about the tower. Dialogue practice. Lauren dropped in on her friend Hannah. Hi, Hannah. I was just passing through the neighborhood and I thought I should drop in and say hi. What are you up to?
Not much. Just looking back on your school days. When we were young and carefree, I'm trying to work on this presentation of ours, but I'm having a really hard time with it.
Speaking of that, when did you say that was again? September 3rd, was it?
Wait, I put it down somewhere in my notebook. Let me check. Ah, here is it. Here it is, September 3rd. 4th.
4th, good. I think I might have a tennis tournament around that time, but I'll have to check. I really hope I can make it though.
I know what you are doing, Laura. You are just trying to get out of this presentation. Well, that's not going to happen. And your story doesn't add up. Last week, you told me that the tournament would be in October.
I know, but they changed the dates. It's not my fault. Anyway, I'm not even sure about the exact date. I told you I had to check. So just chill, will you?
Will you?
All right, that means relax, calm down.
Yeah, chill out.
Yeah, don't raise your voice at me. Okay, should we go back and you can read the first one?
Okay.
What does Lauren say?
Hi, Hannah. I was just passing through the neighborhood and I thought I should drop in and say hi. What are you up to?
Not much, just looking back on our school days when we were young and carefree. I'm trying to work on this presentation of ours, but I'm having a really hard time with it.
Speaking of that, when did you say that was again? September 3rd. Was it? September 3rd, was it?
Wait, I put it down somewhere in my notebook. Let me check. Ah, here it is, September 4th.
I think I might have a tennis tournament around that time, but I'll have to check. I really hope I can make it though.
I know what you're doing, Lauren. You're just trying to get out of this presentation. Well, that's not going to happen. And your story doesn't add up. Last week you told me that the tournament would be in October.
I know, but they changed the dates. It's not my fault. Anyway, I am not even sure about the exact date. I told you I had to check. Just chill. Will you?
Okay, good. Did you understand the conversation?
Yeah, I understood the story.
Okay, good. So now here's a paragraph about Francis going hiking. Francis goes hiking. Francis was thinking about going on a hiking trip, so he dropped in on his friend Mike to ask him if he wanted to go too. Sorry, buddy, but there's this conference that I have to attend. I wish I could get out of it somehow, but I can't, Mike told him. Francis decided to go by himself. He was trying to think of everything he'd need and put it down on a list. In the morning, he packed, made a route from one side of the forest to the other, and he was on his way. Once he got halfway through, he got confused. The directions just don't add up, he realized as he saw two arrows pointing at different directions. He chose one and followed it. A couple of hours later, he found himself back where he started. Looking back on that day, Francis always smiles, thinking about how whenever he has two options, he always chooses the wrong one.
Okay. Let me read again.
Okay.
Francis was thinking about going on a hiking trip, so he dropped in on his friend Mike to ask him if he wanted to go too. Sorry, buddy, but there's this conference that I have to attend. I wish I could get out of it somehow, but I can't. Mike told him. Francis decided to go by himself. He was trying to think of everything he'd need and put it down on a list. In the morning, he packed, made a route from one side of the forest to the other, and he was on his way. Once he got halfway through, he got confused. Directions just don't add up, he realized as he saw two arrows pointing at different directions. He chose one and followed it. A couple of hours later, he found himself back where he started. Looking back on that day, Francis always smiles, think how whenever he has two options, he always chooses the wrong one. I think I read that.
Good. Did you understand everything in the story? The paragraph?
I think I understand all story, but a little bit confused for me. But I understand the paragraph.
Okay, good.
It's not add up.
What is it?
I said it's not. It's add up. It does.
Everything adds up. Okay.
Everything adds up.
Good. Yeah, you can say everything adds up, or that makes sense. Yeah, everything. Add that to the box. Everything adds up, or everything makes sense. There. Okay, we'll go to the next part. Fill in the blanks. So would you like to read the sentences?
Of course.
Okay.
Hey, Sophie. Hey, Sophia. Sophie. Hey, Sophie. How is the organization of the cleaning campaign going so far? So far, so good. I am trying to blah blah. write that down, or how was it? I'm trying to. Okay, let me think about it. Write down, or the synonym of write down. Put down.
Good. Put down.
On our last campaign to make sure we don't make the same mistakes and everything goes smoothly.
Now, I think I'm trying to put everything down on our campaign. Let's see. I've got the answers. Look back.
Look back.
Okay, that makes more sense. I'm trying to look back on our last campaign to make sure we don't make the same mistakes.
What we did and what we should do for the past, for the future.
Good.
You're always so diligent.
Diligent.
Diligent. What
diligent? Well, conscientious. That means being careful, showing care, doing your job very good and carefully.
Okay. So, for example, I am very diligent on my job, at my job.
Yes, right. If you take care of all of your responsibilities, then you're diligent.
Okay. You are always so diligent, leaving no room for mistakes. By the way, Dave, blah blah, yesterday, Dave might be drove in yesterday. He told me to his name on the list. He put down his name on the list. He wants to help with the cleaning.
Good. Yes. Dave dropped in and he told me to put down his name on the list.
Yep.
Good. How about the next one?
Okay. That doesn't add up. He told me the other day that he wouldn't be able to join us, but he'd have a math test on Friday. I think the answer is add up.
Add up. Should we see if you're right? Number 4, add up. Good.
Add up.
Okay, good. Now we still have one more to find.
That's so like him. He's probably trying to get out of that test. He must have figured it'd be better for him to help us out a bit than to make the test.
Okay, good.
So get out of that task.
Yeah, get out of that test.
Yeah, you're right. Sounds like something he would do.
Yes, there it is. Okay. Good. All right, you finished the reading. Let's see. Here's our answer pool. Now, how about fill in the blank?
Okay. There's something about her story that just doesn't add up, but I cannot figure out what.
Okay, good. Let's see.
Okay.
You didn't see the answer, did you?
No, I didn't see.
All right.
You promised that you would get out of that conference so we could go on a trip this weekend.
All right, good. Let's see. Here's the next one.
Okay, on the time she was young, she realized how happy she had once been. Look back on the time she was young, she realized how happy she had once been.
Yes.
Looking back.
Looking back. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That's a really inspiring quote. I'll have to. What's it called? What does it mean?
Inspiring quote.
Mm-hmm.
It means that there's a quote that motivates you. A quote that you not only like, but it makes you want to. It maybe taught you something, or it makes you want to act, to do something.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to put down it.
Yeah. Put it down.
Put it down it.
Or
Put
let's
it
see.
down.
Put it down on paper. Yeah, that's what it means. Put it down.
Okay.
Great.
The children doing their house chores, and went outside to play. The children. Okay. The children put drop in doing their house chores and went outside to play. The children drop in doing. No. It might be dropping. I need to think about it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, it means, now let's see. I'll give you a clue. What about when you get out? The children.
Get out of doing their house chores and went outside to play.
Yes. Have you ever seen kids get out of a chore? Well,
yeah,
the
maybe.
children got out of doing their house chores and went outside to play. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Okay, they
makes
got out of
sense.
it. Yeah, you could even say they got out of it.
They got out of it.
They got out of the house chores. They got out of it. Okay, we've got another one. Number 6.
Guess who yesterday Guess who yesterday dropped in yesterday? Philip, my old classmate.
Yes, very good.
Dropped in. You should look back what she is saying, otherwise you'll forget. No, I'm sorry. You should put down what she is saying, otherwise you'll forget it.
Good. Okay, there it is. Put down or write it down.
Write it down.
Yeah, it's similar. How about 8?
I really wanted to believe her, but her story just didn't add up.
Perfect. Yes.
I blah blah on my pants every now and then. Drop in on my pants every now and then.
Yes. Do you do that? Do you ever drop in on your parents?
No.
No.
They are so far from here.
So that would
They
be
are
like a
trying to
surprise
me.
visit, maybe.
I visited many times. I did many times. Yeah, suddenly I dropped in on my parents unexpectedly.
How about number 10?
Okay. On it. I'm glad I didn't expect that job. Okay. Look back on it. I am glad I didn't expect that job.
Yes,
Looking back,
looking back on it, but very good. You've picked out the right one.
Yeah, I picked out the right one.
Is that a
And
phrasal
all
word
of
you
fun.
picked out? That sounds like a phrasal verb too.
The last lesson we talked about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have
So
another reservation after me?
I do. I've got another reservation. I don't know if the student will be on time, but
Okay.
yeah. So what are you going to do today with the rest of your day?
Now is 11 p.m. in Turkey. I'll visit my colleagues at the hospital after the conversation, and when I return home, I'll gather home, and I'll clear my home. Tomorrow is my day off, and I'm planning to stay at home. I want to rest a lot, and maybe I'll see some friends at outside, right?
Friends from your coworkers from the hospital?
Yeah, I can, or I can invite to my home.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, and I might go to the gym tomorrow, but I'm so lazy nowadays.
Oh, good. Well, I mean, good. Let's see. So will you have more time, more personal time when you switch hospitals from the pandemic hospital to the regular hospital?
I think I will not have more time as much as pandemic hospital.
Oh,
I will not have more time my whole hospital as much as pandemic hospital. The
okay.
pandemic hospital.
But the hours will be easier to work
Yeah,
and
of
to
course.
sleep. Your schedule will be more normal.
Yeah, because I will not feel refreshed, renewed after the shift.
Right. Yeah, you'll
That is why.
feel. Yeah. Well, I'll have to go now because my next student's
Of
calling me.
course.
But it was a good class. I'll see you next time, Hamza.
Thank you for teaching me. Take care
You're
of yourself.
welcome.
See you again.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.